All right, hello, all you beautiful, wonderful people out there. Welcome to the weekly baseball rundown, um, hosted by Network 3000, and I am the interim host of the show, uh, Eric Lima, Red Sox fan. Hello, and with me is a fan of the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers, Mr. Johnny Garfield. Johnny, how you doing, man?
How do you do? Pretty well, my friends.
All right, I am glad to hear of it, and before we get to our team reports, since it's just the two of us right now, Kevin Henry cannot make it, and Jesse will be running a little late, so it was just me and Johnny for right now. And it looks like something that came out of the Hot Corner. I'm going to play this to see if I can play it.
Can Juan Soto keep his mouth shut? Did you guys see the quote on the cover of the New York Post today?
Yeah. Is he stupid as fuck, or what's going on?
Aaron Judge is a better hitter than Pete Alonso. Yes,
Yes.
everyone knows that. This isn't breaking news. But it's just, you don't say that when you got signed for $765 fucking million, and through 15 games you have one home run, 4 RBIs, and you're batting .230, and every time a runner's in scoring position, you roll over a weak ground ball to second base.
Not just that. It's not like he came over from the Dodgers, who had a great lineup with Shohei hitting behind him. He came over from the fucking Yankees in the Bronx, across town.
Like, you can't see, you
don't do that.
Pete Alonso has like the 5th best OPS in baseball right now. The reason he's not playing well is not Pete Alonso's fault. He got the intentional walk that he was claiming he wouldn't get, and then Pete Alonso hits a 3-run double the one time it fucking happened. So Juan Soto, how about you just hit better? It's like the pitches are not the problem. He's not hitting well right now. What possible good comes from taking this interview and giving that quote?
The reporter's probably getting him a little paid.
Sorry about that.
He's
Hell of a
getting
question.
blown by his bosses right now for you. You got that quote out of him? He was that stupid? Like, you better have a recording because there's no way he fucking said that. He goes, no, I have a recording. He said it.
Well,
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Because you're not from New York.
Sure.
You're not.
I
You
agree.
never lived in New York either. Like, it is a whole thing.
I agree it's a stupid thing to say, but it's like you said it. Aaron Judge is a better hitter than Pete Alonso. Let's not pretend. They asked Juan Soto why he was struggling, and he deflected a little. And
That's what I'm saying.
That's a pussy move. That's a pussy move.
Like,
Sure.
say, I'm not seeing the ball well right now, but I'll get it going.
Yeah, but the truth is he is getting pitched different with Pete Alonso behind him than Aaron Judge, and that's all he said.
Dude, but 2 weeks ago, he said he's the best hitter in baseball until proven otherwise. And now he's in an interview saying, well, I don't have the best hitter in baseball behind me anymore, so how am I supposed to hit the baseball? But he's the best hitter in baseball, as you claim you are.
Unbelievable. I don't know what Juan Soto. I know he's a young kid. Was it 22, 23 years old? And got paid all that money. Here's an idea. You back up everything you say. You better back up everything you say. In this case, hit the stinking baseball. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Johnny-
there's a quote by the late Dizzy Dean who once said, "It ain't bragging if you can back it up." So he's got to really do something here.
Thank you, Mr. Johnny Garfield. That is why you are the fan of the world champion Dodgers, because you know your team and you know your players. So that was the other one. MLB umpire Hunter Wendelstedt takes a line drive to the head while working the Mets Twins game. Speaking of the Mets, and Minnesota's only Tyrone Taylor hit a live drive down and sent him falling to the ground, and he's eventually able to stand up, walk off the field with the medical staff at his side. He did not return to the game.
Oh my!
And he's undergoing, but he's undergoing additional tests in Minneapolis. Encouraging he's in good spirits. He was in touch with our medical staff. Will continue to monitor his status. And Adam Hamari, the second base umpire, moved to first, and a 3-man crew finished the game. Twins won 4-3 in 10 innings.
And all I can say is I wish Mr. Wendelstedt a very speedy recovery. That's pretty scary.
Uh-oh. We got a backup channel for David. Okay.
I believe it or not, I've actually witnessed an umpire kind of get hit by a line drive once before back in 2012.
Yeah. So
I said the S word because of the scariness of the moment, but thankfully he was all right. Not that severe.
Yeah. He'll be all right.
Yes.
Carlos Mendoza told reporters he heard Wendelstedt was fine. So
Good to know.
So I think that'll be good. Also, Spencer Strider makes MLB strikeout history. First major league start since his first major league start since the 2024 UCL surgery, and made his season debut. Lost against the Blue Jays. He generated 13 swinging strikes on the afternoon. 12 of those coming on either fastball or slider. Fastball is about 95. Register more spin. 2 more strikeouts. Let's see. Established himself. How many strikeouts did he throw? I mean, he didn't tell me to say that. Struck out 5 of the 24 batters he faced, giving him 500 for his career. So that's so. And
that's pretty impressive considering his comeback effort is only just beginning.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Spencer Strider could end up winning a Cy Young if he has not won one already.
Yeah.
If he keeps it up. He needs to stay healthy, though. That's the most important thing. Okay. ESPN makes surprises Savannah Bananas after MLB opt-out, sportingnews.com. See what the Savannah Bananas are like. Major League Baseball's
Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes, thank you.
I love those guys.
I'm just distracted by the lovely ladies.
They know how to put on a show, I'll tell you that much.
All right. So they decided to end the partnership with Major League Baseball, played by ESPN now announced it will broadcast games played by the Savannah Bananas exhibition team that integrates stunt stunts and jokes into its games.
Okay.
And in the ESPN, they'll air 10 Friday night and Saturday night games for the Banana Ball World Tour, which begins on April 26th, and they will be held at several football stadiums as well as Fenway Park and Camden Yards.
Oh my!
So, because of the fact of the announcement, as the announcement came after decision to opt out a 7-year, $550 million per year contract with Major League, and Rob Manfred obviously is not very happy with it. So what do you think? Savannah Bananas on ESPN?
That should be a hoot, I think. I mean, their reputation has kind of grown over the past few years ever since they started their little show, and I'm like, this should be interesting. On the other hand, it's kind of surprising that MLB and ESPN are parting ways after over 35 years.
Yeah, that because ESPN are a lot of baseball. I mean, and NESN does Red Sox games and all, and then to me, NESN was taken off the print with the basic cable channels and went on to the premium, which kind of sucked, But I ended up finding a way to watch them. So, Blue Jays pitching staff sets new team record with 19 strikeouts, and against the Braves, no surprise. Chris Bassett, and then Chris Bassett struck out the side in the first inning, and then Chris Bassett had 10 strikeouts. Brendan Little had 3. Nick Sandin had 1. Yimi Garcia had 4. And Jeff Hoffman had 1.
Oh, those poor Braves. Wasn't expecting this sluggish of a start of a season for those guys.
So, yeah, I am very, very shocked at this. It just, and you would think, the Braves have been hapless, but, Blue Jays, I'll tell you one thing. I don't understand the Blue Jays, and they would end up in last place last year. And this year, they're firing on all cylinders. They came out once the Red Sox swept the Cardinals. Here comes Toronto.
Oh my!
And basically, was it 2 out of 3 games they won because the Red Sox won on the walk off, and then Red Sox run to a buzzsaw with Chicago as well, and until Garrett Crochet. Well, we'll talk about a little bit about that. It's unbelievable. The young season already some surprising things happening. I know the one team that's not surprised me is your Dodgers. So I want to talk about your Dodgers there, Johnny, and see what the world champs are up to.
Well, it was bound to happen, but they've kind of tailed off a little bit. They were handed their worst shutout in team history, in their very long history, 16-0 over the Cubs. Holy!
Oh wow! Yeah, I think I saw that game, man. Got to the point one of their position players pitched for them, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But eventually, I think in the grand scheme of things, this was just bound to happen. They're bound to kind of have a little slow stretch, but I think they'll pick up again very soon.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know they will. They're the world champions, and you know what? You can't. They're my favorite National League team, the Dodgers, by the way, because I think they have a special tradition and all that, and really cool having. And they have my guy Dave Roberts as their manager, the guy whose stolen base changed the Red Sox future for Red Sox fortunes forever back in 2004. So gotta respect that. And they have also my boy Mookie Betts there doing well. Yeah, it's very interesting to see him at shortstop again, because when the Red Sox first drafted him, that was where Mookie Betts was originally playing. So, and I think Dave Roberts must have known that. So,
I think he was pretty impressed with what he saw in him.
Yeah, and possibly, and for him doing that is just really, really cool, and plays the outfield, plays the infield, and the history of Jackie Robinson, Ohtani, Shohei Ohtani, man.
Oh yeah,
I got mad respect. Shohei, I'm telling you, that kid. I'll tell you what, he's gonna be his most popular. I'll tell you, when Japan should be proud of him, Mr. 50-50, the first 50-50 guy.
And maybe the last one for quite some time, unless he does it again, which it just might happen.
Yeah, it could. You never know. But it's a shame that the Red Sox couldn't afford to get him. But I'll tell you one thing, though. He would be one guy I would love to have on the Red Sox. If I had my own video game baseball Red Sox version, he'd be on it. You know what I mean? If I made my own Red Sox team in the video game baseball league, I had Shohei Ohtani on the dot.
And I'll tell you something. I have, for the past year, ever since he came to the Dodgers, trying to get anyone on the Dodger management to call the guy Excalibur because of his legendary status and what he does.
Excalibur. That's a good nickname for him.
Oh yeah,
Excalibur Ohtani. I love that. That is all right. Red Sox. They swept the Cardinals. Lost 2 out of 3 against Toronto. Actually 3 out of 4 against Toronto, and then Red Sox came in running to a buzzsaw against the White Sox. Lost 11-1 past Friday, 3-2, and then Red Sox won the last game 3-1 and Gary Crochet's near no-hitter bid. And then the Rays, they come in against the Rays. They got mollywopped 16-1, but the Red Sox won yesterday 7-4, and right now with the bottom of the ninth, they're leading 1-0. And if they hold on to that score, they'll probably win the game. And then you got 4 games. They're coming back to Fenway this weekend, Easter weekend, Easter Patriots Day weekend, because Red Sox are going crazy. 4-game series against the White Sox, and the Mariners are coming in for 3, and then back out on the road against the Guardians and the Blue Jays, and then back home against the Twins and the Rangers for 4 games set with the 3 games set with the Twins and Rangers, 3 games set with the Blue Jays and Guardians. Yeah. And Mariners. Yep. So that's it. So that is it for our weekly baseball rundown. I do apologize for the less amount of people that we have here. To closing, I know a lot of us are game show fans out there. We want to send our condolences and prayers to the family, relatives, and fans of one Winston Conrad Martindale, Mr. Wink Martindale. I know he probably was a baseball fan as well, and I want to say prayers and condolences, and rest in peace, Mr. Wink Martindale, and thank you for your great entertainment, for entertaining us in all the game shows we watched when we were kids growing up.
Truly a life well lived for him.
Yeah, 91 years old. Good guy. All right, then. So that is it for the baseball rundown. We will see you later, and hopefully your life hits you a home run. See ya. Bye-bye.